Hey guys, it's your girl Lashes Tony XO. How are you guys doing today? I'm actually going to do a very requested video. A lot of you guys have asked me this several times to do a video on this. So I'm finally, it's like, why not just do the dang video? So yeah, I decided to do the video today. So this is going to be for you guys who've asked how to apply lashes and maybe some tips I can give to you guys that are either beginners or maybe you're just not like you just wear them occasionally, or you know, maybe it's been a long time since you wore lashes, maybe a long time, and you're like, you know, I forgot how to do it, or you know, could you give me some tips and tricks, whatever. So that's what this video is going to be about. I am wearing lashes today, obviously. I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't wear lashes, especially on my channel. Hence the name, Lashes Tony XO. But yeah, so I don't think there's a day that I don't wear lashes unless I'm just like not doing anything. But if I'm going out shopping, going out into the world, if I'm filming, I've got lashes on my face. So I hope I can help you guys with some tips and tricks. So if you want to see how to do it, then just keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to talk about some tools that you would need to apply lashes. Let's talk about that first. So I would recommend, now some lashes do come with those plasticky what do you call them? I don't even know what they call them. They come in your lashes, and it's like this little plastic thing that you like clamp down your lashes with. I don't like those personally. I feel like good old-fashioned tweezers are really good, but if you're not really experienced with putting lashes on with tweezers, because tweezers do have, if I can show you guys, tweezers do have points on them. As you can see, these are kind of dirty, but tweezers do have a point on it. Definitely get a pair just for lashes. Like they're gonna say like for, you know, for brows, but what I'm saying is get another pair. Don't get a sharp pair like this. Get one that, I think you can buy the ones that are like more squared or more rounded, that don't have that really sharp point to it. Because if you're not familiar with how to apply lashes with a pair of tweezers, I don't want you hurting yourself, because this is gonna go to very close to your eyeball. So I would recommend using something, I still want you to use tweezers, but I want you to use tweezers that are not sharp, that are not pointy, that are not going to poke you in the eyeball, because you are going to get like right up in there, and I don't want to, I can't see up here, so I don't like stab myself in the eye, but you are going to get like right up in there, you know what I mean? So I'm like looking at the monitor up there because I'm trying to see what I'm doing. But you definitely want to get, like I said, a more rounded pair of tweezers, not something this sharp. And I don't have a rounded pair to show you for an example, but I'm just letting you guys know I do not want you to poke yourself in the eye. Please get something that has like a round or a square, not a point. Because like all my tweezers, like even my mini tweezers, like these are minis, and they have a super sharp point to them as well, because you really need a good point when you tweeze your eyebrows. So that's why I have mine, but I also do use them for my lashes too. So I just want you to be safe, and I just don't want anybody to get hurt. So definitely try to find some that are not sharp. That's why I feel like a lot of times when you get the kits that have the plastic ones, they are not sharp. So if you feel more comfortable with that, then definitely use those. But I have never liked those. Another tool that I suggest you get or pick up, and this will be any type of little pair of scissors would be great, because sometimes people have, obviously everybody has different size eyes. So sometimes you're going to have to trim your lashes and sometimes you're not. So I'm going to use, for example, a pair of lashes that I don't love to kind of show you what to do. Alright, so let's say you get, this is not a good example for beginners, but we're gonna use this because these need to be trimmed. So I'm gonna use these for example. These are the ColourPop falsies, and these are in Baddie. I don't recommend these for beginners or pros because these lashes are horrible. Sorry if I bumped the camera. These lashes are horrible. The band is way too thick. We're going to talk about bands. That's another pro tip. Bands are very, very important to, number one, to look more natural, and number two, for people that are beginners. Like I said, I am a pro with lashes and I don't even like using these. The band is way too thick, and I'll kind of explain that in a second about the bands, but I want to talk about why you would need a pair of scissors, a little pair of scissors. It's good to have on hand in case you do have smaller eyes and you need your lashes to fit. So what you're going to do, again, I'm just going to take a pair of tweezers, and then you're going to take your lash and you're just going to pull very carefully, because they can rip if you're not careful, and you're just going to pull that off with your tweezer. Okay, so now you have a lash. Okay, so let me show you right here a little bit close up. Now these do have a little bit of glue on them because I did try to put these on recently. Okay, let me see how close I can get here. Alright, so do you see that little corner that is sticking up right there? That right there is going to hurt. It's going to poke you, and it's just not going to feel very comfortable. Even if these do fit, this little tip right here needs to be trimmed. If you have any type of little corner that sticks out, be very careful when you cut them, because honestly, when you cut your lashes, you never cut from the inside. But the reason why I said you need to cut these, sometimes there will be a little bit that sticks out. I don't know if you can see it. It'll be a little tiny bit that sticks out, and you just need to trim that little sharp piece off, and that's all you do. But most of the time, let me explain how to trim a lash, okay? So, you never trim an eyelash from the inner part. You never ever trim it, because that is made specifically that way, and it's going to look the best this way. If you trim it from the inner part, it is not going to look good at all. Trust me, I have made that mistake several times when I first started using lashes. I would trim from the inside and it would totally mess up the style of the lash. So, if these are too big, what you're going to do, like I said, never cut the inner part. What you're going to do is you're going to take your little scissors and you're going to trim as small as possible, because each time you trim you need to kind of measure them. So you're just going to trim the edge like that. Okay, so I trimmed them. Again, only on the outer part. You're only going to trim them on the outer part, and then you're just going to take them like that and see if they fit. So you're going to put them on your eye, measure them out, make sure they fit. Alright? If they fit, you're good to go. If you still need to trim, again, you need to trim from the outer part of the lash. The outer part of the lash, not the inner part. Never trim the inner part, only the outer part of the lash. And don't trim like a big, don't chop a big piece off, because that's not going to be right either. You just need to go a little bit at a time. Now for me, most of the time I don't have to trim my lashes. But every now and then I will get a pair that I do have to trim. So that's what I want to talk to you about, trimming lashes. Okay, so that was my tip about trimming. We talked about application. Let's talk a little bit about glue. I feel like that's very important as well. Now there's different types of glue. I prefer, there's a couple different ones I recommend. For beginners, I definitely recommend the ones with a brush. Because, okay, let me show you. Like I said, I don't like these, so I don't mind messing these up today. But I'm just going to show you, like, for instance, if you have a pair of lashes, like I said, if you have a pair of lashes and you have glue. Now, this glue is the House of Lashes glue, and it is what I would personally recommend to people that are beginners, or like I said, people that are not really familiar with how to apply lashes, or just want an easier application. I highly recommend any type of lash glue that has a brush. Now this one most of the time you can get black lash glue, or you can get a white lash glue or a clear lash glue. Those are usually the three different choices. I do like the black and I do like the clear. I prefer those more than I like the white, because when you have the white glue, takes a while for it to dry and you can kind of see the white. And like I said, if you're in a hurry or something, I just don't love the white. I prefer the black, or the Huda Beauty one is it's a more clear, but this one does not have a brush. This one I would not recommend if you're a beginner, because this kind of comes out a lot unless you're going to squeeze it on the back of your hand. Now I have done that before, where I squeeze a little bit on the back of my hand and then I've kind of dipped the lash in it, and that way I'm not squirting it out and then getting it all over the lash, because you don't want to apply a lot of lash glue to your lashes. That is a no-no. Alright, so we're just going to get this one just to show you for reference. I just feel like getting a lash, getting a glue that has a brush, kind of like a nail polish brush, if you can see that little tip on there. It's just a little brush tip. Now if you have your tweezers like this and your lash glue, all you're going to do is you're just going to coat, let's see if I can show you better. All you're going to do is you're just going to coat the very top, not on this side now, don't do it on that side. It's going to be the side that's going to be laying against your lashes. You're just going to barely coat, if you can see that, with a brush. I feel like I said, if you're a beginner, I just feel like the brush is going to be a lot easier. And you're just going to put a very light application. And then that way, when you put them on, you don't have too much glue. It's not going to mess up your eye makeup or whatever. I feel like less is best when it comes to eyelash glue. I have gotten eyelash glue in my eyes, and it's not a fun feeling. So you definitely want to use less is more. You know what I mean? Like, don't overdo the eyelash glue. You can get your eye stuck together. You can get glue in your eye. All that will burn. So that's why I recommend a brush for beginners, because like I said, it's super easy to just brush on the glue. And that way you can control how much glue you're putting on your lashes, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Instead of let me show you what this glue looks like. Okay, so this again is the Huda Beauty, the new Huda Beauty lash glue. I do use this myself, but like I said, I have been using lash glue since I came out of the womb, basically. So this is what it's going to do. Let's say this is your lash. Okay, and you squeeze it out. I'm not even in frame. And you squeeze it out. Do you see how much glue just came out in one little spot? That is kind of hard to maneuver if you're very new to putting on lashes. You're not going to know how much to put on and all that kind of stuff. So either if you do get something like this, you know, put a little bit on the back of your hand like that. And if you do get a squeezy tube of lash glue, I do recommend the Huda Beauty. I feel like it does dry fast. It is very tacky. And I feel like it's a really good lash glue. I believe it's $14. I will link it for you if you want me to. And then this one right here is the House of Lashes. But like I said, I feel like the brush lash glue is a lot better for beginners than the squeezy tube, in my opinion. Again, so if you have your lashes and you do want to use the squeezy tube, you just barely tap, you get your little tweezers and you barely tap the glue on the back of your hand. That way you're not getting too much lash glue on the product, if that makes sense, on the lash. So you have just enough to where it's tacky, but it's not like a big glob, you know what I mean? And then you can lay them on your eyes. Okay, so now that we went over glue application, I really want to talk to you about lash bands, because I feel like that is a big thing. I'm going to talk about bands because I feel like bands are really important to learn about. Okay, a band like this, it's going to be super thick. Something like that is definitely a no-no if you're a beginner. If you're just learning how to apply lashes, definitely a definite no-no. Let me show you why. Alright, do you see how thick that band is? That band is going to be really hard to get to bend and lay right, and you're going to have to fumble with it and fool with it. And if you're not a pro, you're really not going to want to fool with something like that. So what I recommend for you guys who are very new to lashes and you want a good pair of lashes, I'm going to recommend a couple of brands. Okay, the first one I want to recommend is Drugstore. You can get it basically anywhere, and it is by Kiss. You can see, let's see if you can see, it's by Kiss. There's the brand. It's Drugstore. You get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a pack, or you can buy singles, but it's cheaper to buy the 5 in a pack. And let me show you the band on these bad boys right here, okay? So I'm going to show you the band on the Kiss and see if you can see a difference. Do you see the band? No, you do not see the band. All you see are lashes. So it looks more natural. It's super flexible. Look at this. I don't even know if you can see it. It's super flexible. Super flexible. It feels like there's nothing on. It feels like air. It's going to be super easy to put on, to navigate. It's just, these are going to be easy breezy. That's why I recommend something with no, I mean, there's a band there, but it's clear. And basically all you can see are the lashes. So that's what I recommend to you guys. Let me show you again. I don't recommend these. See if I can stick them on the back of my hand. Alright, those are definitely for pros. Alright? Look at the band on this. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference how this one is more clear? All you can see on this is the lashes. You cannot see the band. The band is invisible. There is a band there, but it is invisible, and all you can see is the pretty lashes. This has a very, very kind of plasticky, hard band. It's going to be hard to stick on. It's going to be hard to kind of maneuver. And like I said, sometimes you do have to cut the corners of these off because they will poke you in the eye. So that's my little pro tip for how to pick more natural looking lashes. It almost looks like you went and had lash extensions with these because you're not going to see the band. With these, somebody's going to say, oh, I love your lashes. With this, people are going to be like, oh, did you get lash extensions? So that is the difference there. I'm also going to show you a couple other brands that I highly recommend for beginners. This is for newbies. Sephora does carry their own lash collection, and I do recommend Sephora lashes as well. Their bands are super, super cool. They're like very thin as well. Let's see, I haven't, okay, these aren't open, so let me find my scissors. I don't know what I did with my scissors. Okay, so again, these are from Sephora. The bands are super fine. You can't hardly see the bands. You can see them a little bit more than you can see these. These are pretty much invisible. The Kiss lashes are the band is pretty much invisible. These are from ColourPop, super visible. And this one from Sephora, I feel like are really great for beginners as well. Super bendable, just beautiful. I recommend those. These are from Pure. Now, Pure does make a eyelash glue that is clear, and it does have a brush, and it's not but like 10 bucks. But I had a really bad reaction to it, so I had to give it to my mother. So if you have really sensitive eyes, I would recommend Pure eyelash glue. But if you don't, then you could try that glue. Like I said, it does have the brush tip like this one, but it is clear. So just to let you guys know that. But just wanting to try it. I do recommend the Sephora brand. They're $10, you guys. They're only like $10. So I do recommend the Sephora brand or the Kiss brand. And you can get Kiss from drugstore, from Walmart, from Ulta. You can get Kiss from any place basically. Sephora obviously is only from Sephora. So you're a little bit more limited. I just flipped that one. You're a little bit more limited with Sephora. But that is that. Okay, now I'm going to kind of show you how to apply the lashes. So we're fixing to do that. Guys, I'm super zoomed in because I want to show you. I took this lash right here off, and I'm just going to show you how I apply lashes. So these right here are from Pure. They have a really thin band, but I don't recommend, like I said, the ones I recommend for you guys if you're new to lashes. Maybe I should just show you with the really thin ones what they look like. So basically, like I said, you're just going to pick them up with the tweezers. And I'm just going to, I think I'm going to use the black glue with the brush on it just to kind of show you. I'm just going to barely brush a little bit on, let's see, is it going to focus? Okay, right there is good. And I'm just going to brush a little bit on the back of it. Can't really see without my glasses. So again, just brushing on the back. You guys can see that. Hopefully you guys can see that. Like that. Alright. And then you're just going to let it get a little tacky. So you want to blow on it for a little bit. Is take, I kind of want to know I'm in the right little vicinity because I can't see, guys. But I'm just going to look in the viewfinder and attempt this. So what I usually do when I apply lashes is I put it where I want it, and then I kind of press with the tip, not the sharp part, but the bottom part of my tweezers, and I'll just go back and forth a few times till I feel like it's pretty sticky and it's dried, and then I'll go back and just make sure that they're on there pretty well. And here. Okay. Alright guys, I hope this video was at least helpful for you guys. If it was, please make sure to let me know that it was helpful and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if it made any sense. I hope it did. I hope the tips made sense. If you have any more questions, maybe something I forgot to answer or talk about, leave them in the comments. I will definitely answer your questions for you guys. If you want me to link the Sephora lashes, the Kiss lashes, and some of the lash glue that I recommend, let me know and I'll totally do that for you guys. Like I said, if you have any other questions that you want to know, or if maybe you need me to make another video, maybe this was not detailed enough for you guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope this video was super helpful, like I said. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. I just wanted to say I love you guys to pieces, and I hope you have a good one.